Hey everyone, Daniel here with Storage Boom, and in today's feature overview, we're going to focus on the documents and contracts section. So the documents and contracts section for a storage business is really where you're going to put all of your agreements. And this is an awesome way to create them from scratch. So we have kind of a text editor, visual builder to build out an agreement, but we can also take any of your existing agreements as a PDF, upload it into the system, and overlay signature boxes, date boxes, initial boxes, text, if they need to enter text, things like that. So it's a fantastic system. I'm going to show you how all of that works right now. And we're going to start with just a basic overview of the document section before we jump into our templates and how we create a new document. So in this section here, we've got draft, we've got waiting for others to still sign, and we've got completed. I'll make it known here that we can have multiple signatures required on any agreement, and so waiting for others means at least one person still needs to sign that, and then completed is obviously completed. Now next to all of these we have an ellipses, and here we have a lot of different options. So if we want, we can view that agreement, and we'll go ahead and view this one. There we go. So we've got an agreement. And in this case, we have an agreement that is one that we've built from scratch with the Visual Builder tool. And so here's what that looks like. And I'm just going to try to keep the customer's address out of frame. And so this is what it looks like. Basically on the back end, we do have different merge fields that we're using from the CRM, right? So when this customer filled out the request for a quote on our website, that was a Storage Boom website. It was a Storage Boom quoting widget. And so this information is tied to the contact in the CRM. And so it's going to pull in that information automatically. And then what else? Let's see, what else did I want to show here? Yeah, so in this case, this entire agreement, it's showing it from the merge field view. But if we actually want to see it with what has been filled out and what they signed, then we switch over to this view, and here's where we've got some actual pricing going on, as you can see here. And again, I'm trying to be respectful of the customer's address and all of that. So all of our late fees, just everything's lined out as you would expect. They have already signed it, so there's no action that can be taken on this right now. I'm going to hit the back button. So that'll take us back into our documents and contracts section. Now again, on that same ellipses, we have other options. So we can clone an agreement. That's going to basically just clone like it says, but also start it from scratch where it has no signatures. Now we can download a PDF of this. One of the great things about our system is it does have the signature certification kind of form or certificate really at the end of that PDF. So that's going to be held up in a court of law. It shows the IP address from the computer that signed it, and so you can prove that this was not a spoofed contract, but we have that that actual data on that PDF. Now we can convert any agreement to a template. We can share the agreement via a link, or we can actually move into draft mode. And if we move it back into draft mode, then it's going to erase the signatures. We can make edits, and then we can send it out with the updates for a new signature. So that's how that all is working. There are a lot of settings that we can get in here and change how we want to send customer notifications. So you can fully customize the emails that go out to your customer. You can choose whether or not you want to send notifications to your team members this is actually via email. We have turned that off, and then we've set up custom notifications for our team members in the automation workflows section. And then if you want, you can turn your agreements, you can make them more like a quoting tool and then have them turn into invoices, or you can just use it as an agreement that turns into an automatic invoice. That is useful only if you have very standard pricing options. But if you have anything like we have for portable transportation fees that are dynamic, then that does not work well, turning it automatically into an invoice. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and create a new, and we're going to do new document. And I'd like to show you what this visual builder looks like to build out a template from scratch. And so this is really similar if you've used our Storage Boom website builder or the email marketing tool. It's a great visual builder, easy to create sections and pages. And actually, this is very similar to a Pandadoc experience. And so we can just do a lot of stuff here. So if we want, we could have a heading and some text there. That text can be as long as you want. If you want to start out with your logo, then you can do that and place that over here. You can, of course, jump into your media library within Storage Boom where everything has already been uploaded, presumably from when you set up your website or your email or your business profile information in Storage Boom. So basically, that's how that works. If you do use a product list and you add products here from your product library, for example, 20-foot portable storage rental fee, then this is what, once this agreement is signed, then this has the option to be automatically converted into an invoice and sent to the customer, so you don't have to create one from scratch. But again, the trouble with that is if you are doing different discounts for certain customers, maybe you ran a promo in the newspaper that's different from the promo you ran on Facebook, or versus someone who's a walk-in and didn't even do a promo, then this kind of can get way too dynamic to use for automatic invoicing. Let's see here. We can create tables. So this is useful if you want to break things down into a table like we did for our late fees, for example. And then, of course, we've got fillable fields. So, if we want the customer to sign it right there, if we need them to enter some value for us, sign a date, give it a date that it was signed, and if we need them to initial anywhere, we put all of that stuff in, and then we can send this. Now, before you can send a document, an agreement, you do need to assign a contact, which is what we would do here, but we're not going to do that today. So that's how that would work. Now, while you're building this, if you decide, you know what, I would rather actually just convert this to a template so that it's ready to go for all of my customers, then you could do that. And you could, say agreement number 3, template, or whatever you want to do there, and then convert it into a template, and you'll be on your way. So I'm going to go ahead and hit back on this since I don't want to create one from scratch. So next up would be uploading a PDF. This could be your existing agreements in PDF form. You just throw them in here, hit upload, and then it's going to be exactly like the new document page builder where you just drag over the signature fields and the initials and the date sign. And if there is a section where you need text entered, that's what you do. Save it, and you are good to go. Lastly, I could just jump over here and show you the template section. And this is where you can have an unlimited amount of templates for your agreements. You have very subtle variations if you'd like, and you'll be good to go. I hope this has been helpful for you to understand our agreement section in Storage Boom. If you have any questions about this or would like to start a free trial, please don't hesitate to reach out, and we'll help you streamline your storage business today.